Danes have been eating good lately in terms of released characters representing them. Freja, the Danish bounty hunter, just recently released in Overwatch 2, and Nikke just recently released a character that's inspired by H.C. Andersen's legendary tale of The Little Mermaid, with a character of the same name. To introduce each of them to you, Freja, the latest addition to Overwatch 2, is Danish search and rescue operative turned bounty hunter after the aftermath of the Omnic crisis. She was recently shown getting involved in a deal with Maximilian, who gave her a bounty for Mermaid, another highly anticipated character in the lore world of Overwatch. Mermaid himself has appeared multiple times in previous lore-related shorts and cinematics, and as such, parts of the player base have been anticipating whether or not he would become a more relevant character in the lore, or even become a brand new playable character in the future. Moving on to Little Mermaid, also known as Siren, she's a second-generation Grimm's model and is the namesake of the story that inspired her creation, written by the Danish author H.C. Andersen. She's a selective mute due to her lack of control of her powers, named Kotodama, essentially letting her control of the nikkes through her words and given commands. This mutism is also inspired by the story that gave her name, the mermaid in Andersen's original story having lost her voice in an attempt to pursue love with a human prince. It is currently speculated that her powers have either been reinvented or passed down to Maiden, who owns identical powers of the same name, Kotodama. Being from Denmark, a country that rarely sees representation in media online or otherwise, it feels weirdly empowering to see some of my favorite games get characters that are either direct representatives of my country or are inspired by stories that came from its literary history. That being said, I cannot wait to play and main both of these characters a ton in future gameplay. Siren is already a mainstay on my current favorite team, and I actually think I'm pretty decent at playing Freja despite her being a projectile hero. What are your thoughts on these two characters? What other pieces of media have Danish representation in them, and would you like me to cover them in future videos? Let me know down below.